It's a people, it's a community, it's a life, it's a heart, it's a spirit.
Parents of gay children say, I want my son, my gay son, to have the same opportunity to come to me and say, hey, Dad, I'm getting married, as my non-gay son or my non-gay daughter.
The heck would you want a picture of a tattoo of $1,000 on your penis for?
You might just need to satisfy yourself sexually alone at that point.
Do I regret it? Not one bit. Did I think that I would actually take it the next step and do it again?
And what goes into their life, how they handle it. There are 12 houses, and each one of those houses has a particular function.
Look into yourself, think about it, and just be whoever it is that speaks to you.
And welcome to Talking About. I'm JC Alvarez, and we're very lucky to have in our studio today Paul Case.
Hi.
Comedian extraordinaire.
Well, sometimes.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing all right. What's going on?
Nothing, but I like that you called me Bette Midler because I was leaning in. See, I'm afraid I'm going to look frumpy, and I don't want to look bloated, so I figured I would lean in.
Well, you know, she always had this thing on Johnny Carson. I don't know if you've ever seen like the old.
Oh, I have.
And she always used to lean into his desk.
I think it's very personable.
Which I like. That's kind of nice.
Because I mean, I could sit over there, and who's going to care?
Then you'd fall off the stage.
Well,
which would be funny, and you're a comedian.
I'm not a slapstick comedian, though.
Oh, okay. What kind of comedian are you?
A very good one. A modest one, clearly.
Yes, a modest one, yes.
What kind of comedian am I?
It's like, you know, comedians always have their thing. They always have like, kind of like, you know, a thing that they do. What are you known for?
I think I'm known for my sarcasm and my...
You know.
Well, you know. My dry take on life. Right. I don't know. I think I'm known for being me, if that makes sense without sounding too stupid.
Now, you draw a lot of inspiration from your life?
I draw most of my inspiration from my life. I'm a little nuts, to be honest with you. So I think everybody notices things. You know, I'm perceiving this table different than you do. So I think that I just kind of offer my take on that. I also draw a lot from my family and the people around me, my friends, pop culture, not so much politics sometimes, but yeah, I like to comment on what I see and how I see it.
Now, you are not originally from New York City.
I am not.
You're a transplant.
Shock. Everyone is shocked.
You were transplanted into New York City. How that must be funny, just coming from, you know, a different kind of background and into the big urban world.
Well, I come from a very working class family, in not rural necessarily, but
right now
in Pennsylvania.
In this economy, we're all working
everyone's
class
working
family.
class. Everyone is poor, is what's happening. The poor people are rich compared to anyone else right now. No, I come from Western Pennsylvania, so you know, not the most metropolitan area.
It's got culture.
I'm sure it does.
It's one of the first American settlers.
Very true, on Lake Erie, Oliver Perry. Yeah, so I grew up in a small town, and then I went to college in Pittsburgh, so I kind of made a transition, I think, into New York. So I kind of went from having this to this to this, which is made for a lot of interesting things.
So when did you have the epiphany that you wanted to be a comic?
When nothing else worked.
And people just laughed at you.
No, I mean, I don't want to sound too vain in saying this, but I mean, I think I've always been funny.
You've always had personality.
I've always had personality, and I knew that I wanted to be a performer, and I wasn't sure which route that would take. I mean, everybody moves to New York, I think, to do something, and I moved as an actor and realized that I'm a little bit clumsy, and I'm probably never going to be in a Fosse musical. And
oh, but you tried?
You know, honestly, I can't remember. I feel like I've gone well at home naturally, but I think I went on a few auditions, and I kind of realized that unless I was a huge celebrity that somebody asked me to come and do Chicago, I was never going to be in a show like that.
Yeah,
no. And I think, you know, shame on most colleges and universities for not preparing people for a realistic life when they move to New York, and I think most people are led a little bit astray about that. But I moved here and I thought, well, this is what I'm going to do, and it didn't really work the way that I wanted to, and I made some good friends that were comedians and kind of just towed the water a little bit until I realized this is kind of where I belong and this is what I want to be doing.
And you're funny and you can do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I hope so. And I thought this will be the route that I'll take to get to where I ultimately want to be. You know, everybody has a different path that they're going to carve out in the entertainment business, and mine's kind of led this way, I think.
To be funny.
Well,
now, if people want to catch in the city, because you have a regular gig.
I do have a
don't you?
regular gig on Friday nights at Comics in Ochi's Lounge, or should I say Ochi's Lounge in Comics.
Ochi's?
Ochi, O-C-H-I apostrophe S.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a lounge. It's the
I didn't know
it's
if it was
the second tier.
Ochi's or...
No, it's Ochi. Apparently it's named for a bathroom attendant.
Oh, I know Ochi. And
Well, you know him for different reasons than I do, but
that all makes sense.
it all comes full circle.
It all comes full circle.
That is every Friday night, and it's a free show, which is really nice.
And that's at Comics.
It's at
which
Comics.
Is located at
14th and 9th here in New York.
Right, 9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock. So please come out and see it. I hope this little interview will be evergreen and the show will still be going. Actually, I hope it's in the big room by then.
Well,
but
hey, you never know.
You never know what's going to happen.
But you recently had a show in the big room.
I did. I did a taping for
Networks,
Here Networks for the Hockey Comics taping, which was really, really great experience.
And it was well received. Yeah.
It was well received, and it was my television debut as a comedian, which was really, really fun. I mean, I've done TV and I've done film and I've done other things that were fun, but this is something that actually I was featured in, which was great, and it was my own material, and it was a really, really good experience.
And we've also got a little something.
We have a little, well, don't make it sound like that. People are going to get the wrong idea.
Well, no, but we're also connected through Here Networks.
We co-host a show on Here TV.
Exactly.
Called Bent.
Bent.
B-E-N-T. Someone said Ben.
You gotta say it like you mean it.
Bent, but that's very sharp. It's bent.
Is it bent? Why? Because it's really?
It's like what is it called when the word sounds like it it is?
Bent.
Do you know what I mean? Like smack or
but that
pop.
gives the impression like limp.
Well, bent. I mean, it depends what you're talking about. But all right, bent. Very forceful.
I just it's because I'm always like.
It's a very informative show. Yeah. It's incredible. Everyone should
a lot of fun doing
subscribe to it. We do. Absolutely. You can get it.
You're very funny.
Well,
you should be a comedian.
I've been told that actually. You're not the first person to say that. I might have to investigate. But you can get bent through Here TV, and it'll lead you to iTunes, and it will automatically update your subscription, so you'll never be out of the loop. It will constantly renew it.
Very good. Thank you very much. And really quickly, we're getting ready to wrap up. If anyone wants to reach you, what's your website?
I thought you were going to ask for my phone number. I was going to say, you have it. Don't give it out.
Exactly.
Well, screen it first.
Exactly, I will. I'll never lead you astray.
I trust you. Excuse me. You can find me at paulcase.com. The site is in development. Wink, wink. Sean Hollenbach, please finish it. You can also find me on MySpace on Facebook. You can find my show on mintyfresh.com/thebackroom, and it'll give you all the details and link you to what's going on.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, please. It's always a pleasure.
I hope so.
Absolutely. And I'm JC Alvarez. I'm your host, and this has been another great episode of Talking About.